Moon shining, sun rising, you're the one I wanna wake up to. Lights fading, I'm changing, overthinking, I don't know what to do. I wanna kiss you like the first time, hold you like it's not goodbye. Wish I hadn't been so cruel. I wanna let all my defenses down, screaming till you hear me out. I lay it on the line for you. My mind's made up. Take me back, take me back to San Francisco. I know what we had would never last. I can't let go of you. I'm not sure up on your doorstep, soaking wet. Say I'm done running from the one that I want so bad. Take me back, take me back. Drunk darling, full diving. Don't you tell me that it's too late now. 'Cause I'm pacing, I keep breaking. Is there a way to make it up somehow? I wanna kiss you like the first time, hold you like it's not goodbye before you fall for someone new. I wanna let all my defenses down, screaming till you hear me out. I know that I'll be good too. My mind's made up. Take me back, take me back to San Francisco. I know what we had would never last. Now I can't let go of you. I'm not sure up on your doorstep, soaking wet. Say I'm done running from the one that I want so bad. Take me back, take me back. My mind's made up, 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 up. My mind's made up. And take me back to San Francisco. I know what we had can never last. Now I can't let go of you. I'm not sure up on your doorstep, soaking wet. Say I'm done running from the one that I want so bad. Take me back, take me back. And take me back, take me back. And take me back, take me back. Oh. I swear there was lightning coming from your eyes, starting the fire in feet. But it feels different when you're with me. It feels different when you're with me. All of my life has been heartbreak weather. Thinking of myself, it won't get better. You give me so lonely in this city. But it feels different when you're with me.
Oh, what's up, Tsunami? Is everybody in here? We got like pockets of seats here. I think there's some groups we're waiting on. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, where are your drumsticks, drummer boy?
I left them over there.
Hey, everybody say hi to Caleb real quick.
Hello.
So you guys, now there's a group of guys in here that know you as Caleb, the small group leader, correct?
Yes, that is true. The elite small group. They're not excited at all.
No, are you guys excited that your small group leader's up here? Nope, they don't really care.
Hey guys, what's rule 1 of our small group? Don't be an idiot. Good job.
I like that. Actually needs to be Tsunami's #1 rule. No, we won't do that.
All in's a good one.
The rest of you guys know Caleb as the little drummer boy. That's what I like to call him. But you guys have seen him playing the drums.
Mid-size.
You're the mid-size drummer. You're taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not little.
Yeah.
I'm not little.
But tonight, Caleb is going to help host the night. So.
This is true.
Yeah. He's a very funny guy.
Accurate.
He likes University of Michigan sports.
Very accurate.
And his favorite food is Little Caesars Hot and Ready's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can taste the value. You can taste the deal.
Yeah.
$5, dude.
It's hard to beat $5.
It is.
I kind of wish I could find the other food that you could sell and make that quickly and sell that cheap and make that much money off of.
I don't know, man. I mean, Little Caesars and CC's Pizza are just phenomenal deals.
Yeah. Tacos though, Islands has got that figured out. They're making a gold mine on tacos.
Islands after 5 is wonderful.
Yeah. All right. Hey, well, there's something we have to do tonight that's very important. Is Jacques Ricard in the room? Jacques? Where is Jack?
Jack.
He's what?
He's right there. Hey, Jack.
Hey, there you are. It's his birthday.
Yeah.
Jack, come on up stage. Coming up on stage. Jack is one of our interns. Don't go that way. Go this way.
Come this way, Jack. I have a special gift for you right here.
Yeah, so, he can come up right here.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so
high five.
If you guys didn't know this, Jack is also one of our college interns. So he's interning with Tsunami.
What a guy. What a guy.
And Jack, how old are you?
21.
All right, so he's 21. He's a college student. He's here.
You could rent a car.
And Jack, there are some people who were very, very sad that they were not going to be able to be here to celebrate with you tonight. Do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea. Who?
Your mommy.
Your mom.
Your mommy was very, very sad that she couldn't be here. So we didn't fly her down here, but we did the next best thing. We have Jack's parents and sister on a Zoom call right now. So
give it up. Give it up.
So Jack, come on over here. Say hi. Say hi to mommy. They should be able to hear. It's turned up really loud. All right, shh. It's not what he said. It's not what he's expecting. So, you guys want. There's Dad.
Hey, Dad.
All right. So we wanted to give you guys a chance to sing to Jack, but we figured what better way to do. Why have you guys sing to Jack alone when you could have 200 middle schoolers sing with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to back up. You guys are the featured singers. We just do have backup singers for you. So, yeah. All right. Sing what?
He said tenor.
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 Tenor. Yeah, 10 or 12 miles away. He's a tenor. He sings 10 or 12 miles away from everybody. Yeah, did they ask you to sing a solo? So low nobody could hear you?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So
all
right. Okay. All right, ready? We're going to sing Happy Birthday to Jack, everybody. Caleb, take it away.
Use your voices, people. Jack deserves this. All right, and happy... Big finish.
All right. So, what they couldn't hear, you guys were a little ahead. They were taking the slow path. You guys were taking the quick path. But it still worked really well. So, anything you, Mom, anything you want to say that will really embarrass Jack real quick for us?
Please. Oh, so sweet.
And see, his sister just rolled her eyes. I don't know if you guys caught that. She just totally rolled her eyes. All right. All right. Soccer in what? In his Crocs.
Were they at least in sport
I
mode,
thought you were
Jack?
gonna-
Not sport mode? Come on, dude.
As long as you're not talking about Jack in his birthday suit, we're good.
Hamilton's
All right.
got his. There we
Hey,
go.
thank you guys so much, Mom and Dad and sister. Good to see you guys.
Thank you all. Everyone say thank you. Wonderful.
All right, Jack, thank you. Happy birthday. Yeah, we love you, and Jesus does too. All right, here's the other thing, Caleb.
The other thing.
There's another thing. There are multiple people whose birthdays are in this region. There's one in particular whose birthday is today. So
The one in the
here's what we're
tiara
gonna do
and the
this-
sash?
So we're gonna have to do the speed version. We're gonna have
Okay.
her stand up on her seat.
All right,
so I need you to
on your
lead
seat.
this.
The
You have to
speed
stand
version?
up on your seat. Speed version.
All right, listen, as a drummer, I'm going to introduce you guys to a term called tempo. That's just how fast it goes. So, happy birthday, but like, pick up that tempo, okay? Here we go. And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you. And claps.
All right. So we officially now have.
HBD.
Wait, we've gone for 4 minutes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're gonna play a game.
Yes, I love games.
Hey, do you know what the series is we're doing?
The series is
You know-
on dating.
Oh, we're spending 2 weeks talking about dating.
Dating.
So we're gonna play a game about some of our favorite dates.
So mine was like in probably 2013.
Oh.
When me and Liz, because we're talking about our favorite dates, right?
Yeah, this is you and your wife.
Yeah.
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 No, different dates.
Okay.
All right, so this is a
My
game
bad.
called Save the Date. Dates. Save the date. Save the date.
Oh, save the date.
Our interns made this. Some of our interns made this game. And what's going to happen
Shout out,
is
Jack.
we're going to give you an event and 3 different possible dates that had actually happened. And you're going to choose to go to the side of the room that you think is the correct date. And it's actually left, center, right. Or for you guys, left, center, right. All right? So you move to the part of the room that think represents the correct date.
Exactly. If you stand
So-
in between 2 answers, you're a coward. So-
And don't be a coward.
Don't be a coward.
No, never be a coward.
Commit.
Be brave. Oh, that's
Can
what
they do
date-
this sitting down?
That's what dating's about. You gotta commit.
You gotta commit.
Okay, I like it. All right, so first date that we're gonna save is. Ooh, what
Ooh.
date did Taylor Swift win her
T-Swift.
first Grammy? Pick her side of the room.
February
Middle.
24th, 2007.
Yeah.
March 3rd, 2012. January 31st, 2010.
Ooh, so you're thinking what date?
I am leaning towards 07. I was a freshman in high school.
I think you may be right. You got 3, 2,
Pick a side.
1, and the date is.
Whoa!
Oh, 2010.
We got some Swifties.
2010. All right, here we go. Next possible date.
What date was Fortnite released? Little Fortneasy.
All right, August 2017, May 2015, July 2017.
August, May, July.
I think it was 2017
Ben.
personally.
I'm with you, Ben.
You think it was May?
I think it was 2015.
2015?
I do.
I think it was 2017.
I'm calling 2015.
Ooh, man. All right. 3, 2, 1. Look at you guys. Look at all these.
Wow!
No. Look at, they're all cheering right here.
Yeah,
All these people
you
in the
gotta
aisle are
commit.
cheering. They're like,
You
oh,
gotta
yeah, we got
commit.
it right, but we're standing in between 2 sections.
So I can be right.
All right, next
Cowards. Anyway.
one. Oh,
Brett.
look at that handsome
Look at that
man.
hair! Look
Oh,
at that hair!
Look at that guy.
You can do it!
I can do it. Not anymore. I
Brett,
don't know.
where's
I'm not telling you.
Aqueduct?
When did I get married? Was it June
June
6th?
6th?
June
05?
6th, 05. April 3rd, 98. June 30th, 2001. Make a decision. Go.
I'm going to say
I've been
back in the
married a long time.
1900s, Brett. Way back
I've
in
been
the
married
1900s.
much longer than a decade. I mean, yeah, but definitely longer than a decade.
Are y'all rocking with the 1900s?
Make a decision. You guys haven't decided
Yeah.
anything.
Cowards. Commit.
All right. My wedding anniversary is June 30th, 2001.
Oh!
That's wrong. That's not even the right one. Who did that? That's correct. I don't even know who did that. I've been married almost 21 years. All right, next.
Wow. Wow. What year did Wrightsville Beach open?
Open. Like it's always been there since the creation
Yeah.
of the world.
Yeah. Trick question, maybe? I don't know.
That is a trick question.
I'm just going
All
to...
right. Maybe what year did it open as an official beach that you could go and sunbathe
I
on?
feel like this is some trickery.
Taylor, did you
Riley, are
circle
you just
the wrong
permanently
date
deciding
for my
in the middle?
anniversary?
Are you just permanently in the middle, Riley? Okay, that makes sense. That checks out. I'm going to go with 05. Feeling alive in 05.
No, I think 1905 too, Caleb. I'm kind of with you on this. And the correct answer is... Got it.
1 for 5,
Got it.
baby.
Got it. All right, next one.
What date was sliced bread invented? This one I feel confident about. July 7th, 1928, July 4th, 1776, July 12th, 1915.
I'm going July 12th, 1915. I'm committing. Hey guys, notice how Caleb and I are committing? I'm not even standing in the light anymore. I'm so committed.
I'm not going to stand in the
to
middle.
my answer.
Because I make decisions.
Yeah, I'm
Like the
committed.
30-year-old I am.
Who's right? Let's see.
I know I am. Because Betty White is older than sliced bread. R.I.P. Betty White. R.I.P. to the Queen.
A moment for the deceased, Betty
A moment
White.
for the Queen.
A moment for the deceased. Hey,
Anyway.
we are having a moment for Betty White right now. All right, let's move on.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Who is Betty White? They
Oh
just said.
When were braces
the
invented?
torture known as braces invented? Hey, and they still cost an arm and a leg back then,
Locked
too.
Locked in. I respect that.
All right,
I respect the decision makers in this room.
I'm going with 1903. I'm going with
Why not
1903.
1737? Why not?
Did Abraham
Why not?
Lincoln have braces on his wooden teeth? No, that was George Washington. And the answer is... Oh, we were both wrong. We were both wrong.
Listen, you were locked in. I respect that.
All right. Next question.
When was Instagram released?
Ooh. October 2010.
I'm going to go with 07. I'm sticking to the freshman year Caleb theme.
Was that your freshman year in high school?
I was a freshman in high school in 2007.
Oh my gosh, that was 7 years after I graduated college. You're not supposed to be Googling this. Bunch of cheaters. There's not even a prize. All right,
Wow,
what's
people
the
are-
answer?
Dude!
What's up? What's up? What's up? Cheater. Cheater.
That's the second time that
All
I
right.
picked my freshman year and it's gone against me.
All right, next question is, what date were Crocs released?
I wouldn't have said any of those dates. I don't
Oh.
remember Crocs hitting the scene until I was in like high school.
I'm staying here in the middle, 2002.
93, why not?
2002.
I was
Yeah, way not to cheat.
1.
Cheaters, non-cheaters unite. Non-cheaters unite.
Yeah!
And the answer is... Yeah! What's up?
They are hype!
Yeah! We love these dates.
Woo!
These are my favorite dates. Oh, I love talking about
All right,
dating.
put those Crocs in sports mode. What's next? The very first Thanksgiving, that's subjective.
Yeah.
What is this
1492.
based off of?
Columbus sailed the ocean blue and got lost and ended up here. Let's see.
Lock me in for 1621.
I'm locked in right here too.
Lock me in.
Yep, American history. And the answer is... What is up?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. How many
Yes.
more do we have?
I just
Let's do
knocked
another
this
one.
off my shoulder.
Favorite date. What year was the largest tsunami recorded? Hello.
February 23rd.
2022. Yeah, that's the largest tsunami right there. Let's see.
Largest
I'm going with.
Get off the stage.
I'm right here. I'm going right here. 32, right here.
Lock me in for
we're not trying to
74.
create a real
Why not?
tsunami. If you guys come on stage, I'm going to create one. I'm right here in the middle. I'm staying in the middle.
Why not?
And the answer is.
I am
Ooh,
so bad at
well
this.
done, 1958. Why are you guys cheating? All right, next up. Ooh,
PTs.
What year did it open?
I've only lived here for 7.
I'm going to venture to say 95. 1995.
Oh.
You know what? This is going to become one of my favorite dates.
95?
Yeah. No,
Oh, this
if
one
this is when
specifically.
PTs, yeah.
I'll stick with 05.
All right, and the answer.
90.
Oh, we're both wrong.
Yeah. Cheaters, heathens.
Cheaters always win, but it's not real.
Not real.
Tom Brady. All right.
Whoa!
Hey, whoa!
Whoa!
Hey,
He's the GOAT.
we should have had. What year did Tom Brady deflate the footballs? All
He
right.
didn't do it.
Yeah. All right. So, what year did
PC3.
Port City Church open its doors?
2001, 99,
Now
or
it's
2000.
deceiving because the doors on that building opened after we officially opened our doors for the first time. It wasn't Roland Grice. Actually, yeah, the first service was in Roland Grice, and it was. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stand in between two dates because I don't want to give the answer away. And the answer is 1999.
That one I knew.
Raise your hand if you were born after 1999. Oh my
Disgusting.
gosh, you guys are so young. All right, I think that's it, right?
That is it. Wow.
Hey, thanks for playing Save the Date with us.
Those are some great days.
I'm sure you can say something in the microphone. You have the ability to do that.
Riley, did you
Permission
move?
and ability are different.
Did you move at all? Respect.
No, have a seat. Caleb, we have
Sir?
a couple things. You need to get on the drums.
I do, but I can announce things.
Yeah?
I can help you announce
Okay.
things.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. Caleb, I think I know this answer, but what is your favorite pastime besides watching Michigan basketball
Oh,
and
gosh.
Michigan football?
Well, there's so many things.
Yeah.
You know, I going to scooters.
What?
r-
You like going to scooters?
I love scooters.
Well, good thing because March 9th, we're not having Tsunami here. We're having
We're going
Tsunami
to
at
Scooters.
Scooters. What is up?
yes.
Yes. So here's the thing. What? Oh, they're taking a picture.
Scoot on over to scooters.
Hey, listen, $5, and here, you can bring a skateboard, you can bring your scooter, you could bring your Heelys. Like,
Are Heelys still in? Are they still kicking?
I think so.
or-
Who has Heelys? Anybody have Heelys? Okay.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, but anyway, scooters. Don't come here March 9th because you're going to be scooting around the parking lot by yourself. Come to Scooters. $5 at the door and all the snacks you want inside for ridiculous prices.
yeah.
So-
yeah. I remember, man, when I was a kid going to the skating rink, suicides.
What's this? Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
whenever
gosh.
you know, all the drinks in one.
Yeah, well, if you do like the icy suicide, oh my gosh, that's brain freeze on steroids.
Not an enjoyable
right there.
experience. Not enjoyable.
Okay, so another announcement is, and this is particularly for 8th graders.
8th grade.
So, and high schoolers, we are doing an encounter trip. We're doing two
Yes.
encounter trips.
2 encounter
Yeah,
trips.
and I wonder if the dates are on there because so the dates are right there. Basically, thanks to the wonderful school systems in our county, private and public, you guys have like 2 different spring breaks, which makes it really hard for us to have one encounter trip. So we went ahead and scheduled 2 encounter trips. An encounter trip is a trip where you get to kind of encounter Jesus working in a different way, somewhere than you're maybe not used to. So a lot of times we do encounter trips overseas, like my daughter, who's up here. Where's Anna? Yeah, that's Anna. Anna just did an encounter trip with her school to Costa Rica, right?
Hello, Anna.
And I've been on encounter trips all different places in the world. What we're offering to you guys, 8th graders through high schoolers, is an encounter trip here in Wilmington, where you're going to get to see what God's doing through different local missions organizations here in Wilmington. We're going to stay at a church where Vigilant Hope which is one of our partners, where they do a lot of homeless or ministry to people who are experiencing homelessness. So we're going to stay together at a church. So it's going to be kind of like we're going away, but staying here in Wilmington. We're going to eat at local restaurants and kind of experience different cultures. We're going to learn about what God is doing in places a little bit different than maybe we're used to here in Wilmington. So really excited about you guys doing that and learning more about our community and learning more about how you can be involved in our community. Have you ever done an encounter trip anywhere?
I've not, but I actually just signed up to do one at the end of March. So I'm very excited to do it. I'm doing it with my team.
So this is going to be a two-night encounter trip here in Wilmington. If you want more information, there's actually going to be an interest meeting after Tsunami tonight. So we're inviting 8th grade students and parents, if they're interested in the encounter trip, to come to a meeting down in the gallery, which is down near the main cafe in the church. All right? Awesome. Caleb, I'm going to give you a sec to get on the drums. I'll take that for you.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, I'm here to serve. All right. So speaking of serve, the band is up here and ready to go to actually serve all of us. What they do is the way that they serve here at the church is using their gifts and talents to create an environment for us to express how we feel about God to Him. Right? So we have these amazing songs that we get to sing, and they lead us and create this moment for us to sing and raise our voices and sing truth about who God is as a reminder to us about who He is and who He wants to be in our lives. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to be all in when it comes to worship. We're going to ask you guys to stay. You can stand, but stay in your seats because it really helps all of us stay more focused in this time of worship. And then Courtney Everett is going to be here. Yeah, she's going to be bringing our first week of our messages in our dating series called Boundaries. No, not called Boundaries. It's called Defined. I'm a knucklehead. I don't even work here. Hey, guys, go ahead and stand up.
What's up, guys? We're so excited to be here and worshiping with you tonight. My name's Josh. This is Anna. If you're excited to worship with us, just sing this out with us. We worship the God who is. We worship the God who was. We worship the God who evermore will be. He opened the prison doors. He parted the raging sea. My God, He holds the victory. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. We shout out in praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We shout out in praise. We sing to the God who heals. We sing to the God who saves. We sing to the God who always makes a way. 'Cause He hung upon that cross, then He rose up from that grave. My God, still rolling stones away. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. We shout out in praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We shout out in praise. Sing, we were the beggars, and now we're royalty. We were the prisoners, and now we're running free. We are forgiven, accepted. we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place, and we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. 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 We shout out your praise.
So tonight we're going to sing another one of my favorite songs, and it's called Awake My Soul. And just like my dad talked about earlier, when we worship, it's a chance for our hearts to awaken and our souls to awaken, hence the name of the song. And it's where we get to connect with God, and when we connect with God, the power that we have and how special the moment is of worship. And this song just gets to celebrate that. And we ask God in this song to open up our hearts and awaken my soul and to be with God and Him in the moment. And so I encourage each and every one of you to not worry about your friends next to you or anything in this moment, and just speak with God and be with Him and let the words speak over you and enjoy worship and really praise Him. Are you guys ready? There's a sound I love to hear. It's the sound of the Savior's robe as He walks into the room where people pray, where we hear praises He hears. There's a sound I love to hear. It's the sound of the Savior's robes as He walks into the room where people pray. When we hear worship, He hears. Awaken my soul and sing His praise aloud, sing His praise aloud. Oh, awaken my soul and sing His praise aloud, sing His praise aloud. There is a sound that changes things, the sound of His people on their knees. Awake up, you slumbering, it's time to worship Him. Awaken my soul and sing His praise, sing His praise. Awaken my soul and sing His praise.
my victory. When all I see is a mountain, you see a mountain. And as I walk through the shadow, His love surrounds me. There's nothing to fear now, for I am safe. Sing this out. So when I fight on my knees, with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you, and every fear I lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. And if you are for me, who can be against me? For Jesus, there's nothing impossible for you. When all I see are the ashes, you see the beauty. When all I see is a cross, God, you see the empty. So when I fight on my knees, with my hands lifted high. Oh, the battle belongs to you. Every fear I lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. He's an almighty fortress, and you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. Oh, almighty fortress, now you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. So when I fight on my knees, with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Every fear I lay at your feet. I'll sing through the night. Oh God, this battle belongs to you. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Amen. Will y'all pray with me? Dear God, we are so grateful that we're not alone in any of our battles, that you're right there with us because the battle belongs to you, God. So I just pray tonight that these students can just be reminded that they're not alone and that they're loved. I just pray that they can open their hearts and their minds to the message that Courtney has prepared for them. And we ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Well, hello, friends. I'm Courtney, if we're not friends yet. I'm really glad you're here, and I want to be your friend, seriously. Thank you, Brett, for help with my lovely board. Can you guys still see the screen? Sort of. Let's just push it over here for now. Okay. You know, just a little furniture moving. Well, you guys, I am super excited to be here with you tonight and to share with you. And we are jumping into a 2-week series about dating and relationships and really everything in between. So whether or not you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you're hanging out with someone, or you're texting or talking, or kind of like someone catching feelings, obsessed with someone, or really just don't care at all, guys, I think that there are important things that we can learn together. Because the truth is, we all have relationships, all of us. And guys, the way we do relationships, it really, really impacts our lives and each other. So, I want to tell you a little story about myself. When I was growing up, I went to Northwest School of the Arts, and I was really into art, whether that was like dance or theater or visual art. I even took shop class. Is that like a thing anymore? Do you know what that is as an elective? So you learn how to like build things with wood and tools, and I did it because I like to create things. So I was in 7th grade in art class, Miss Barefoot's class, and we were given this assignment to create a self-portrait, me, myself, and I. And so the self-portrait, we were allowed to kind of use whatever medium we wanted, whether oil pastels or watercolor or acrylic. I mean, we could use chalk if we wanted, whatever. But it did have something super specific that we had to do. So we had to use a photograph of ourselves, a profile pic, okay? And we had to draw a silhouette of ourselves onto our page, and we had to do it without picking up our pencil. So we had to start at the top. So here I am in class. I'm looking at, my photograph of myself. It's like right here, and I have my big blank sheet of paper in front of me. And I start drawing the outline of my face. And we're not supposed to pick up the pencil, so I'm not actually like looking at the pencil. I'm looking at my face. And I'm drawing and, paying super close attention to where it needs to be like pulled in right here and a little bit sharp here for my cheekbone and bring it down and then soft around on the cheekbone, So here I am. I finished the outline of the silhouette of my face. And I'm looking at it and I'm pretty proud. Like, it looks like me. I think I did a good job. So I'm sitting there, and my art teacher comes over nonchalant. She kind of leans over my shoulder, picks up my gum eraser, and starts erasing my picture. And I'm like, what? And I'd put these lines on this piece of paper on purpose, right? I had drawn this boundary of my face. And so when she's erasing it and starts redrawing these lines, I'm mad, like really mad. I think it's funny now, but then I was super frustrated. Anybody feel me? Do you have like art class and your art teacher messes with your art? Is that a thing? Yes, I thought so. I figured that still happened today. So you guys, my picture, it had some boundary lines for my face, right? It had an outline. And when it comes to relationships and really life in general, guys, it's full of boundaries. Full of boundaries. And tonight, I want to be super clear, and I want to define what boundaries do. So this is what boundaries do, guys. Boundaries hold things in the place where they belong. I'm going to read it one more time. Oh, it is up on the screen. Boundaries hold things in a place where they belong. And I think we know some of these that exist in life, right? Maybe there's a boundary around your cell phone use, right? You can't be on your phone past, say, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whatever your parents have decided. Or maybe you can't date until you're 16. You can't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Or how about dress code at school? Do we all have those? Yes? I think so. We do. We have dress codes. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. So every single day we ride in cars, right? When we drive down the street, do we go wherever we want? No, we go inside the lines. There are boundary lines on either side of the street, right? They exist. They're there. Oh, I mean, pretty much everybody, well, not everybody has a dog, but okay, the fence in our backyard, right? It keeps the dog in the backyard, keeps it from going out, right? Boundaries, they hold the place, the space where things belong. And life is full of boundaries. But a lot of times, if we're honest, I don't think we like boundaries. In fact, when we think about boundaries, we think about them restricting us, right? We think about boundaries, they're keeping us from something that we want. And believe me, like, I get this. Like, I don't even have a journal that has lines in it because I want a blank page so that I have freedom to do whatever I want on the page, right? I don't like it. I don't like to be restricted. But what if boundaries, instead of restricting us, really do exist to hold things in the space that they belong? And as we think of dating and relationships, something that you've probably learned or heard about God is that he has this very specific boundary around sex, that sex is held within the boundary of marriage, and really all sexual expression. And this is a beautiful and wonderful boundary that God has placed around sex. But this isn't the only place that we see boundaries, right? This isn't the only place that God uses boundaries. When you look at the story of creation in Genesis, which is the very, very beginning of the Bible, we're going all the way back. When you look at that story, God uses boundaries as he creates. He uses these boundaries. He divides spaces. He says that he separated the light from the dark, the water from the dry land. God used boundaries to create purposeful spaces so that everything that he creates has a place where it can best thrive and grow. And those spaces, the land, the water, he filled those with things. I mean, anybody ever drive down Martin Luther King? It's the road that's like back here by the church, heading towards downtown. Have you seen that like salty, marshy area that has trees growing in it? I mean, are they alive or are they dead? Tell me. I don't know. I think they're somewhere in between. I would not say they're thriving. Has anybody ever seen a leaf on one of those trees? Not me. Okay, and do you know why that is? Do you know why it is? Because those trees are growing in salty water. And they were never designed to thrive in salt water. So, I mean, take another illustration. What if you go and you place Airlie Oak, which is in Airlie Gardens, and you go place it out in the middle of the Intercoastal Waterway? Can you do that? Sure, but is it going to thrive? Is it going to grow? No, you can't put a tree in the middle of the ocean and expect it to grow. Or what about, let's think about a water thing. How about a dolphin? I love dolphins. Dolphins, you can't put them on land, right? Well, you can put them on land. Yeah, but are they going to survive? No. No, they'll live for a couple of hours on land, but then they're going to die. They're not going to thrive. And so my question is, can you have relationships without boundaries? Actually, you can. You can. Yeah, I love what I'm hearing. You can have relationships without boundaries, but guess what? They don't thrive. They don't work. In the end, they don't go so well. And so, friends, what I want you to hear is that our boundaries are super important. And maybe right now, in this moment, you're living outside of boundaries for relationships. Maybe you have a secret boyfriend or girlfriend because you're not allowed to have one. Or maybe you have this person and they're not your boyfriend or girlfriend because you're not allowed to have one, but basically they're your boyfriend or girlfriend. You get what I'm picking up? I mean, you hear what I'm saying? Maybe some of you are in that boat. Or maybe for you, it's that you're sending maybe some pictures, some inappropriate pictures to someone, or have a Snapchat account that you're not supposed to have. Or maybe you're just straight obsessed with someone. You think about them all the time. You talk about them all the time. It's the only thing that you care about. It's not healthy. Or, I don't know, maybe you're lying to someone you're in a relationship with. Or you're lying to everyone else outside of that relationship about what's going on inside of that relationship. Or maybe some of you are talking about people in a way that makes yourself feel really good, great, but it's not true and it puts someone else down. I think those are things that maybe are outside of a healthy relationship. So can you do all of those things I just mentioned? Can you? Yeah, sure, you can. You can do all those things, but should you? Well, the truth is dating isn't found in Scripture. It doesn't have a lot to say about it because it was not a thing in culture back then. But Scripture has a lot to say about how we relate to others, because it is so important, so very important. So I want to talk to you about this church called the Galatian Church, which is in the book of Galatians in the Bible. And they were a group of Jesus followers, and they started out like super duper strong. Like they were super strong. They were following Jesus, and they were walking in his ways. But then things got pretty messy, particularly when it came to relationships and the way they related to one another. And Paul writes this letter to them because he wants to give them some wisdom, because people were really just living it up, doing whatever they wanted with the freedom that God had gave them, and it was outside the space or the boundary where it belonged. So Paul challenges them, and this is in Galatians 5, starting in verse 13. It says, you, my brothers and sisters. So he's like, hey, you people, y'all are my people. You're my brothers and sisters. You were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love, for the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. If you bite and devour each other, watch out, or you will be destroyed by each other. Whoa, okay? He's saying a lot here, and so I want to kind of break it down a little bit for us. But Paul said, do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Indulge, like feed it. And it's the flesh is that desire, that want, that mine, that me, I want it, I got it, kind of feeling inside of us that is completely selfish and has no regard for God or others. It doesn't think about it, doesn't consider. It's that all about me, myself, and I. And he's saying, don't use your freedom to get what you want from each other. Paul describes this as, did you see that, as biting and devouring each other? Did you catch that in the verse? Biting and devouring each other. That's what we're doing when we're indulging the flesh. We're seeing something we want, and we only care about getting it and taking it from others. And so he goes on and he says, rather, serve one another humbly in love. He says, rather. So don't relate to each other in this way, this selfish way. Don't use your freedom in that way. And I want to kind of give you a picture of what he is saying. He says, so rather, do something else. Okay, you're not going to be able to see the screen for a minute, but this is really important. So, Paul says, rather, serve one another humbly in love. But first, do you remember what he said? What had he given us? He said, you were to be what? Free. Somebody said it, free. So in relationships, God gives us freedom. Yes. Freedom. This is really important. In relationships, God gives us freedom. But then he draws this boundary around it. He puts this boundary, and it looks a lot like this. He puts it around it, and he says, this boundary is humbly serve. Humbly, I can't spell, humbly serve in love. He says, what else? Love each other as yourself. Love each other as yourself. So these are two really clear instructions that are boundaries that God puts around our freedom when it comes to relationships with one another. Because guess what he says? He says, if we use our freedom to indulge the flesh, guess what we do? What do we do? I've already said it. Maybe you know. We bite and devour one another. Okay. You guys, I want you to track with me because this is really, really important. God gives us freedom in relationships. He puts this boundary around it to love. And then he gives us warnings about what it looks like when we don't. He says, you will bite and devour each other. Basically, we will take what we want from others instead of humbly serving and loving others. And as a result, it says we will destroy each other. I don't want to have relationships that destroy me. And guess what, guys? I don't want you to have relationships that destroy you. And later, Paul goes on to describe kind of how we bite and devour each other. And he kind of gives this list of ways that we indulge the flesh, the way we use that mine, me attitude to get what we want. And he says, this is what it looks like. Sexual immorality. Guys, when we bite and devour one another, when we use that me, my attitude, that's what we see. That's what's out there. And basically what sexual immorality is any attitude, thought, or action that makes others objects. That makes others objects. Which is basically you trying to get what you want outside of God's boundaries for you. And on the flip side, Paul goes on and he has this huge list that he describes of what happens when we depend on God. And in depending on God, he says we'll bear fruit. And Paul calls this the fruit of the Spirit. And that first fruit, he says the fruit of the Spirit is love. So when we depend on God, we have a hard time opening our marker. When we depend on God, love is what we bear. And this is this boundary that safely holds our freedom as we relate to others. It's where we get to see God's best. Because you know what, guys? The boundaries God defined are the place relationships best grow. So in this boundary that God defined, where freedom is held by love, this is where relationships can grow, where they can thrive, where they can actually be what we really want them to be, because I think we all want really good relationships. So friends, inside of this circle, inside of this boundary, the fruit that we see, joy, peace, patience. Anybody help me out? Love, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and yep, I hear it, self-control. Friends, here's the thing, is that to live inside the boundaries God draws for our good and the good of others, to experience God's best will require self-control. It will require self-control. Because sometimes our feelings and our desires are going to push us beyond the boundaries that our faith draws, right? I know that sometimes it's going to be hard. I know that sometimes we're going to want to step out here. I know that we're going to want to take that gum eraser like my art teacher and erase a little bit so we can get out there. And it's going to require self-control, but we can depend on God to do it. So friends, tonight, I want to leave you with just 3 quick things. How do we do this, right? How does this actually work? So 3 simple ways. First, I want you to examine your relationships. Examine your relationship. I want you to look at it. I want you to see what's happening in it. Are you seeing things in your relationship like goodness, like joy? Like, are you seeing people with value just because of who they are, and it's the way you interact with them? Because these fruits, guys, they're not just feelings. They're attitudes and actions that we give to another. Fruit doesn't grow so that we can consume it. It's for the sake of others. So examine your relationships and see if this is what you see. Are there things outside of this in Paul's list in Galatians 5? Maybe it's sexual immorality. Maybe it's dissension, which is a big word for conflict and fighting. Maybe this relationship you have with a boy or girl, it causes conflict with your parents. Maybe there's a boundary that needs to be redrawn. Second, I want you to evaluate your trust. This is really simple. Do I trust God or do I trust me instead? I want you to ask yourself that question. Do I trust God or do I trust me instead? Because It's going to look different how you answer that question. And 3, I want you to exercise self-control. And this, remember, is a fruit that God produces in us as we depend on him. And as we bear that fruit of self-control, I want you to exercise it. I want you to use it so that you treat others with love. So that you treat others with love. So examine your relationships, evaluate your trust, and exercise self-control. Friends, let's pray. God, I thank you for every single middle schooler in this room and their leader. I thank you that they show up every week. Father, I pray that you show up for them in ways that they can't even imagine, because that's who you are. You're a God who shows up. You're a God who moves. You're a God who shows us who he is. So, Father, I pray that as we think about relationships and dating, God, that you would help these middle schoolers learn what that looks like. Learn how to have your best. Learn to live inside the boundary lines that you've drawn. Father, that we could love and humbly serve one another. Jesus, I pray that you would help us in small group have conversations that are helpful, God, and help us to know you more. I ask all this in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thanks, Courtney.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys, so hold on. Before we dismiss to group, I just want to encourage you, we only have about 20 minutes in small groups tonight. So let me encourage you guys to get in there and really kind of get into conversation quickly, because this is really important stuff. And here's what I want you to know this. Some of you guys may be sitting there and thinking, oh my gosh, I don't even care about dating, or right now I don't even have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or I'm not even with someone. Whatever, everything Courtney talked about up here, it can be totally applied to your friendships. Like, are you using your friendships to your benefit? Or are you trying to use the fruit of the Spirit in your relationships, in your friendships, or in your relationship with your parents? So the truth is, what we're talking about tonight has a lot to do with dating. It has just as much to do with every other single relationship that you guys are in, all right? And the fruit of the Spirit are going to make all of our relationships better, all right? So, again, we only have a couple minutes in group. Take advantage of it. So I'm going to send out the 8th graders first. If you guys can go to your groups, that'd be great. Okay, 7th grade. Ow! Oh boy. Michaela, can you let them in real quick? Thank you. Smarter than a 5th grader. All right, 6th grade.
shouts within.